Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dom Panetta, and I am with you here in Vail Village. Today, it's Easter. If you're visiting from out of town, might be a little bit snowier Easter than what you're used to. But guess what? We got blue skies. We're ready for those outdoor Easter egg hunts and a lot of other events going on in the village. We had a fun weekend, and guess what? We only have 2 more weeks of skiing. So get out there. The slopes are great. The skies are blue. Let me hop out of the screen real quick so you can see how blue the skies actually are. I'm not lying. Let's get this show going. Vail Valley Live starts right now.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Vail Valley Live. My name is Ty Diaz for your Easter Sunday. Happy holiday to you, your Sunday Fun Day as well. And Sunday Fun Days, that's a consecutive every Sunday thing around here. We thank you very much for tuning in with us. Don Panetta out there at Vail sharing with you the sky conditions, the weather conditions, and a reminder that we're counting down the last days of our winter season on the slopes, both Vail and Beaver Creek. And we'll also be giving you that detail upcoming Monday and this upcoming week as far as mountain scale back and terrain closures are happening. But yeah, a lot going on with that. Broadcasting live, 1300 West Haven Drive. That is the property of the Grand Hyatt at Vail. That's where we are. And where you'll find here, Chair 20 access to hit the slopes. And that'll continue to be open all the way through the 16th of this month. But again, we're paying attention to the season, the holidays that we're in, our weather conditions, and letting you know what time the lift's open and what to approach, give or take what the weather is looking like for the day. But if you're tuning in with us right now, there's many ways you can do so, but we also look forward to you sharing Vail Valley Live with your friends and your family, because you were just here, right? But they're here now, and they want to watch the show. You can do so on YouTube as well as on Facebook. You can hit the like and subscribe button, and then within 5 minutes of the show, it'll let you know that the show is about to start as we are in that window of time right now. You can also watch locally on Outside Television, promoting your outdoor lifestyle, Xfinity Comcast Channel 17. And there you can also enjoy content throughout the day leading up to Vail Valley Live the very next morning. All kinds of cool things that happens in the great outdoors if you're an athletic and outdoorsy type, from mountain bike riding to flying in squirrel suits, surfing. Great programming can be found there. And then first thing in the morning, 7:30, you'll find Vail Valley Live with us right here. Let's give you a look at the weather right now for your Sunday Fun Day and your Easter and this upcoming week that we're stepping into, the last full week of Beaver Creek and the second to last week over at Vail. Looking for sunshine today, but they're calling for mostly cloudy skies. 30% chance of precipitation, snow showers, it looks like, in the forecast for us today. Picking up snow showers, the northern Rockies, the western Rockies, southern, and even those cloud conditions moving on into the Front Range today. A varied range of temperatures you'll find anywhere from the 60s west of us, mid to upper, as well as over in the Front Range, picking up those numbers and picking up areas of the mid to upper 40s, the lower 50s here locally. And there's what your current temperature as we're looking at it for the start of the morning. And pretty surprising, comfortable for that in the lower 20s right there. And by the time, 6:30, it was a more brighter start to the morning for our commute getting here to the studios. Sunrise this morning, 6:38, sunset, 7:35. And maybe some of you are up at sunrise service still, or making your way back down. Your opportunity to enjoy that mountaintop style, both Vail and Beaver Creek. I believe that was 6 a.m. Looking at the next few days, and we're looking for temperatures to start climbing, and we're talking more spring-like conditions, and maybe we'll see you out there enjoying the sun in those t-shirts and shorts, just really making it more obvious that there are warmer days out there against the snow with your sunscreen on and your neon colors and just that lighter layers of being out on the mountains. Here's what we're looking at for tomorrow, the 10th of April. Can you believe it? 59, almost the 60s, and looks like that's for Vail. Overnight low temperatures in the 20s, comfortable, 0 chance of precipitation, keeping the sun around Tuesday. The temperatures continuing to climb, as you can see there. The mid to lower 60s, overnight low temperatures holding similar to your Monday. We're looking into our Wednesday and our Thursday. Where's that snow that they're talking about? It's been a strange season for that. I mean, we've picked up some snowfall that was non-forecasted, and we were definitely welcomed to that surprise. So whatever it is that you guys are doing, those dance moves to bring in the snow, also known as a snow dance, we thank you for those. Share those moves with us. Now, as we look at the next 10 days, chances of snow are in the forecast, both Vail and Beaver Creek. Potential there, 6 inches possible, but that's the spread that you're looking at right there. But again, we're in that last full week of weather. The last full week of winter season over on Beaver Creek Mountain, and that's the weather glance at it. And then 2 weeks for Vail. Look at the 17th for Beaver Creek as the closing date, and we're looking at the 23rd for Beaver Creek. Did I say that right? And then Vail on the 23rd. I hope I'm saying that right. Here's what's groomed on Vail Mountain at the bottom of your screen right there if you're making your way up on the mountain. And as it stands, today's the last day for a lot of the terrain to access, if you're going to Vail or Beaver Creek, to take advantage of. Let's bring Dom in for that. Is that a good time for that? The weather was brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne Elevated Savings. And again, we thank you very much for tuning in with us on Vail Valley Live, both Facebook and YouTube. You can do so there. And on Xfinity Outside Television, Comcast number 17. The last day to take after the mountain, Dom. And in certain parts of the mountain, I was checking an email Megan sent out saying that today's the last day to get out towards blue sky. What's the conversation around town as far as access and as we're ramping and scaling down terrain on the mountain? What have you heard about Vail?
Yeah, Ty, I haven't heard much as far as what they're going to plan on doing with closures, but I can tell you I was out there yesterday, and those back bowls are getting a lot of sun, getting baked pretty quickly. The snow yesterday wasn't too great. The sun didn't come out like it was supposed to, so a little bit more icy conditions and choppy versus slushy and a little bit more buttery, I would say. I think you're not missing much right now, but with those getting closed here pretty soon, most of the good riding is on the front side of the mountain at this point, or Game Creek. I think that they're doing all right with their closures this year.
A lot of people are taking advantage of the weather, the warmer temperatures, mixing up the day with skiing or boarding in the first half in the morning, getting on the bikes, taking after anything that's accessible via bike. My roommate, noticing there's a dirt bike in the living room right now with some chunks of chocolate all over it. So I think he's taking to the trails, and others are doing the same thing too. They're saying let's get 2 activities in the day. Before you know it, the golf courses will be open, unless we've heard of something about that yet. What have you heard about Beaver Creek as far as scaling back terrain over there and the conditions?
Yeah, I think the same thing is going on over there at Beaver. They're closing a little bit earlier, I believe. So obviously they'll be shutting down quicker than Vail. But like you said, Ty, it's tri-sport season. So you got 2 weeks to include an easy way up to the top of the mountain versus skinning. Obviously, skinning will continue on for the next few weeks after closing. But if you want the easy way up with the Gandhi, get on the mountain early in the morning, like Ty said. Get over to Eagle for some bike riding or some dirt bike riding, and then who knows what that third sport is? Maybe it's hockey, maybe it's tennis, or maybe it's snowmobiling. I don't know, but like Ty mentioned, it's just I think we get decision paralysis when we're deciding on what sport we want to do because there's just too many to pick from. So. It's a wild time right now.
I made it up on Beaver Creek on Tuesday, dropped into the area of Arrowhead before it closed that area of the mountain on Beaver Creek Mountain for the season. Patrick was behind the bar, and he shared with me that today is the last day to take advantage of that access point out of Arrowhead, and making your way to Broken Arrow is today the home of the Blinky Burger. And we're going to kind of look at some of that detail for you. Again, Megan said that today was the last day to access blue sky for this season on Vail Mountain. We'll be checking in on that detail. And, of course, this upcoming week and 2, letting you know about more of that terrain scale back. But, again, you're watching Vail Valley Live. We'll be checking back in with Dom. But when we come back to Vail Valley Live, we'll let you know what made headlines.
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziegler, fashion guru and stylist for the outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here to share with you an amazing place called the Colorado Welcome Center. We've got fabulous brochures on all the nearby places and towns and things to do right here while you're in Summit County and visiting the outlets at Silverthorne. And of course, pick up your Elite Savings Card booklet, offering you fabulous discounts and a rewards program too. See you soon.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery is kind of a one-stop shop. We have everything in-house.
We have cast techs, MRI machines, x-ray, of course, right at the clinic, physical therapy right at our clinic.
I'm going to get to the bottom of what your diagnosis is with all the resources we have, and that's what we do.
At My Future Pathways, our mission is to be the helping hand that enriches and elevates the lives of youth and families of our valley so they can reach their full potential. Through our holistic approach, our tutoring service and programming strengthen our community, develop self-worth, create opportunities, and promote values. We are My Future Pathways.
You're watching Vail Valley Live. Ty Diaz here with you in the studio. Grand Hyatt at Vail. Dom's over at the Vail Village. Anthony's driving the show. Good morning, Anthony. How are you doing today?
Wonderful, warm day comparatively.
Have they showed you how to turn that microphone and camera on over there yet? People want to see who we're talking to over there. Our heads turn that way. Trisha does it. Meredith does it. Whoever's in here, Ken Hovey does that. I'm doing it right now. There's someone over there that we're talking to. You're not Kazoo from the Flintstones, this invisible space character that only, or Snuffleupagus that only I can see. There's someone named Anthony who's pushing all the buttons over there, and I'm holding this pen and reaching for this coffee time to time. Giving you a look at what made headlines, brought to you by the Grand Hyatt at Vail, 1300 West Haven Drive, and on this property you'll find the Cascade Chairlift number 20 that is still open for you to have access to Vail Mountain all the way until the 16th of this month of April. But let's take a look at what made headlines on Sunday, the 9th of April. Your Easter Sunday backhand technique. We have Lorraine, 1 year of age, of Eagle, puts an egg into her basket during the Easter egg hunt. Yesterday, there were 9,000 eggs around the park for collecting, and that topic, and this is a fun story right here, a fun image as well, and very colorful, and usually the front page of the Vail Daily in that first photo, always a nice colorful imagery of something healthy and fun around the valley, and I wonder if she found all 9,000 of them, little Lorraine there, or did she have help? It's only one way to find out. Got to knock on their door and see if they have any eggs they want to get rid of. As we look at the next topic in today's paper, the local and regional, which animal are you? Do you know that answer already? Do you already know? Ever wonder what Rocky Mountain mammal's traits most resembled you? There's a quiz on page A2 of today's newspaper. As you can see there, are you a wolf? Are you closer to a moose, a beaver, bighorn sheep, short-tailed weasel, lynx? Take the quiz and share your answers with us at Vail Valley Live on Instagram or YouTube. We'll keep checking throughout the show to see who you closely identify and resemble. And our third topic, resemble. And our third topic in today's newspaper, Mountaintop Tasting dazzles foodies under sunshine. Taste of Vail's high-altitude event brought delicious bites, wine, and spirits to the top of the Eagle Bond, and that is the gondola over in Lion's Head, number 19. And here you could just see some of the deliciousness, and I'm sure you're following along with the Taste of Vail events, and that's a delicious photo right there for that. Did you go to the Taste of Vail there, Anthony? Did you check any of that out? You did not. Well, that's right. Well, maybe we'll get into that one. Vail Comedy, that's huge around here. And our fourth topic, sports and outdoors. Gore Rangers knock off number 2, Sun Devils. In this image here, you'll see Kent Denver is the two-time defending 3A state champion. And as we look at some of these other pictures here, Stella Stone scored on a first-half corner kick to help Vail Mountain School defeat the two-time defending 3A state champion from Kent Denver on Saturday in Vail. And some of the other photos, Avery Schaefer scored a second goal to propel VMS to a 2-0 win over Kent. And Sophie Stocker and the Vail Mountain School girls soccer team improved a 6-0 with a 2-0 win over Kent, Denver on Saturday at Vail. And that's some of the topics that's found on page A15, Sports and Outdoor. And our fifth topic, this one is a fun one. This is our arts and entertainment time for Easter brunch. That is today. And there's a whole lineup of places that you can enjoy at Easter brunch today. Maybe you want to hit more than one stop. Treat it like a pub crawl, an Easter brunch pub crawl. 11:30 to 4 o'clock here on this property, the Grand Hyatt Vail. Gessner, they have a feature for your Sunday brunch, 11:30 to 4 o'clock. Then there's also the Stoke and Rye down at the Westin from 7 to 2, featuring your Easter brunch. And then there's, let's see here, the Four Seasons Resort and Residence at Vail from 10 until 4, featuring Sunday brunch. Ludwig's at the Sonnenalp from 11:30 until 3, featuring Sunday brunch for you. Maybe these are some of your favorite hotspots you're wondering about. Kachina at Lodge at Vail, 7 until 1, featuring Sunday brunch. I already mentioned Stoke and Rye. Then you can enjoy Leonora at the Sebastian, 7 until noon today. And Chasing Rabbits, 4:15 until 1 a.m. When is brunch time cutoff? 1 a.m. We can do whatever we want around here. And those are some of the fun details you can find about Sunday brunch and Easter brunch in the arts and entertainment section of today's newspaper and some of the topics that are going on from today's Vail Daily newspaper. Let's take a look at the roads right now for your Sunday Fun Day commute. Are you heading into town? Are you heading out of town? Are you checking out Easter with family in the Front Range or maybe more west of us? Log on to cotrip.org. Always taking a look at the roads before you go. It's good to be in the know. And as you're seeing with these warmer days, we're starting to see from these images here, Officers Gulch, some thawing of the median there as far as snow is concerned. But we're seeing that shoulder snow is still there. A little bit of traffic both east and westbound. Eisenhower Tunnel, a lot of semis on the downhill over there. That runaway ramp seems like it hasn't necessarily been in use, and that's a good thing. Everything seems to be good as far as not needing that ramp right there. Snow is definitely filling up that area. Vail Pass, east and westbound, some traffic. Looks like more westbound. But as that sun continues to hit there and today's temperatures warm up, there'll be a lot of moisture and splashback on your windshield. So hopefully you have the opportunity to stop off at a service station and top off your reservoir and clean that windshield and your rear glass and your mirrors and everything and your headlights before you take to the interstate so that you can be seen and can see. cotrip.org, take a look at the roads before you go. You can also sign up on that website to have alerts sent to your phone so that you could be notified of any accidents or changes, detours. cotrip.org. Let's check in with Dom right now. He made his way to Vail this morning, and he was talking about how blue the sky is and letting us know how the weather is feeling out there and how it's going to do for the day. Dom, so you got the sunglasses on now. It's bright out there. You kind of have like some kind of steez going on, Mr. Low Profile, but the big logo of Vail over there, and that's an indicator of where you are. How are things looking at Vail?
I mean, the sun is on me, and I'm feeling really good right now. I'm glad I woke up early to catch this. I did have a question for you, Ty. You mentioned the sunrise service on top of Vail and Beaver Creek for Easter. I've never heard of that, so can you explain that to me? How do you get up there, and what times it takes place at 6? It sounds like.
So early this morning, and it's been happening for years that some local churches will take over Vail or Beaver Creek Mountain and hosting their Easter sunrise service there for those that would care to wake up super early in the morning and observe the sunrise and a special message on top of the mountain, be it at the Eagle's Nest or at Spruce Saddle over at Beaver Creek. Eagle's Nest is at Vail. I'm not sure, and maybe even over at the Mid-Vail as well, top of Chair 16. Now, some of the rules about that is that you're going to be dressed in your Sunday's finest. You're not bringing your skis and your boards with you. Free access to get up and take in that service for those who are of that observation. And then, of course, you'll be taking that gondola back down. And every year they do that. And so here's more about that. And I guess that was in the paper. Was that yesterday? Is that April 7th? So you can find that topic in yesterday's paper discussing how that works. And usually a huge turnout. The views are fantastic. And yeah, that's what's going on. So if you see anyone heading down the mountain on foot, heading back for their gear or wherever they're going, taking in brunch now, as it would stand where you are at Vail Village.
Yeah.
Sunrise service every Easter Sunday morning, right there on top of Vail and Beaver Creek, an opportunity to observe and to take in those views, but you're not bringing your gear with you at all, as far as if that's important to you to know. Hopefully I gave you a brief synopsis of how that works.
Yeah, no, that's interesting, and I may have seen somebody a little bit dressed up, but I will say I'm seeing more people in shorts right now running around Vail Village, getting their workout in this morning because the weather's so nice. So it seems to me when April hits, everybody's changing clothes, and the people watching is great because you're like, I don't know if I would be in shorts right now, or I don't know if I could be wearing that tutu on the mountain skiing down going 60 miles an hour. So just lots of funny outfits going on right now, but a funny time with weather this time of year. So we're kind of 1 foot into summer and 1 foot into winter still. I will say I'm over by Solaris right now, and they are still zamming the ice rink over here, which is pretty amazing because I don't think they had it open in April of last year this time of year. So, we still have cold enough weather to keep some of these winter sports going. Unfortunately, one of the winter sports that will be ending today is cross-country skiing over at the Vail Nordic Center. Today's the last day. So if you want to get in a great day of Nordic skiing, get over there because the sun is out, the Gore Range is popping, and you'll have great views the entire length of that track. So just wanted to throw that one out there as well, Ty. If you're getting that tri-sport day in, Nordic Center, last day of it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, again, you pointed it out. We have 1 foot in summer just about, 1 foot in winter still, and they call that spring, and that's where we are. And it seems like the sunshine out there and the warmth has sprung. But you mentioned also that the people are changing their gear for the slopes or for their activity throughout the day. And any time of year, we do find our runners, our joggers, our dog walkers, our bikers out there taking after the village and the trails. But you also pointed out wearing shorts. And have you ever worn shorts while skiing when the weather is just right? Or just for fun?
I personally, I've never done it yet. Maybe this will be my first year. I got a pair of nice jean shorts, so maybe those will be the ones I rock this year.
There you go.
But I might save those till closing day.
So it's safe to say that Dom skis in jeans, but as shorts. And Trisha Swenson pointed out last week, she was somewhere, I'm not sure if it was Vail or Beaver Creek, but it was nice enough and warm enough last week that she was seeing like bikini tops and jams on the slopes. And so it is that time of year. And as a snowboarder mainly, I'm a skier boarder, but mainly on a snowboard, I've snowboarded in shorts before. And man, when you're making those spring turns and that snow kind of kicks back and gives you the slaps against your calves, man, that's actually no fun. Anthony, have you snowboarded or skied in shorts? Have you not?
Always long pants. I don't want to hurt my skin if I fall.
I never thought about it that way. Hurting your skin, absolutely. And so you haven't done it. And Dom, if you do, please share your footage with us. You are all watching Vail Valley Live. Dom is over at Vail Village. Ty Diaz in the studio. Anthony's driving the show. What you're looking at the bottom of the screen are the crawl of what's groomed on Vail Mountain. Take advantage of getting to those access points of the mountain in Vail. Today, your last chance to make your way to areas of like blue sky, according to Talk. But you'll find detail at both Vail and Beaver Creek Mountain at the base of the mountain, letting you know the upcoming closures for the season. And today they're saying that is the last day to make your way into Arrowhead and Broken Arrow, which I might have to go and say hello to Patrick and the crew down there today. But you're watching Vail Valley Live. We'll be right back sharing with you more.
We believe in the power of a live performance. We believe in making memories together. Join us as we celebrate 25 years of making moments that last a lifetime. Bringing concerts, comedy, Broadway, classical, dance, and family entertainment in the heart of the Rocky Mountains in Beaver Creek Village. View the full lineup and get tickets today at villarpack.org.
Welcome to Nap Harvest. We are showcasing healthy habits, and you can start right here feeding your family healthy organic vegetables and fruits that are seasonal and local. They're all the way from Arizona with our wonderful, beautiful citrus fruits that we sneak across the border for. But don't forget our nap mushrooms, grown at 9,000 feet. Mushrooms are chock full of benefits for you. And then also the microgreens, also chock full of vitamins. Come see us at Nap Harvest in Eagle Ranch on Sylvan Lake Road next to Color Coffee. We're open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays and Sundays, 10 to 4.
Our food and beverage director, and she's got some Easter happenings that she wants to tell us about. And Easter brunch is such a tradition, and you're doing a great job of having it timed well enough that we could either ski before or after. Tell us about this.
Well, you know, what's better than brunch and ski and brunch? So we're gonna have Gessner's annual Easter buffet. It's gonna go from 11:30 to 4 on Sunday the 9th of April. Guests will be able to come in and make a choice. They can complimentary valet park, enjoy the mountain for a few hours, and then come down and enjoy our buffet, or vice versa. Eat some food and go burn it off afterwards.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a great buffet. Chefs put together a really wonderful menu for this year. I'm most excited for the carving station. It's gonna have a choice of leg of lamb, ham, or you're gonna have prime rib, which is always my personal favorite.
Yeah, you know, kind of prime rib at Easter, or that ham is such a traditional thing. You're also gonna have anything from your grilled maki. We've got chicken and waffles.
Benedict.
I love the spring pea soup that's so, you know, spring-like. And then anything from, you know, the chilled fruit and berries. We love the pastries.
Of course.
And then your
the desserts.
Desserts, yes. Save room for those. Those are looking good.
Yeah.
All sorts of homemade goodies.
It'll be $90 for the buffet. One of the things that I am also very excited for is the bottomless mimosas and sangria.
Oh, yeah, we're bringing these in. Okay, look at these. So this is nice. Just for $20 more, you can have these.
Limitless. Right, I know. And they're gonna have their own buffet area as well. So you can build your own, you can customize them. You know, if you don't want a traditional mimosa, you can go more Bellini style, you can go poinsettia. We'll have white and red sangria as well. So for $20, have it all.
Yeah, I know. That's a great price to get a little alcoholic drink or a few of them for that price. And then also throughout the day, you're going to have many different events and activities.
We are. So from 11 and on, we'll start an Easter egg hunt for the toddlers. About 11:15, we'll do it for the kids. The Easter Bunny's going to make a 2-hour appearance throughout the day, wandering around, taking all the fun photos. We'll also have Andy Cipher, our local musician here, for about 3 hours to perform during that time. And he's such a great asset to the hotel, so we love having him here.
Okay, and then if you're going to ski all day, you can come to Après Ski Easter.
There sure is. There will be an Après special after Easter from 4 to 6 in our Fireside Lounge. We'll have food and drink specials during that time. Just such a great atmosphere, right? It's all about the family. How can you get together, sit back, relax, and enjoy?
Well, and especially if the skiing is involved as well. So Tier 20 comes right down to the base of Grand Hyatt Vail. So complimentary valet parking, access to Tier 20. You're not worried about any parking in the village over the holiday weekend. So take advantage of this. How do we get reservations?
Reservations will be on opentable.com. You can just book through there. Large parties, we do require to call the hotel, so give us a call because we'd love to get you in.
Okay, perfect. All right, it's Easter Sunday. Brunch and ski and brunch, Après, it's all here at Grand Hyatt Vail.
All right, welcome back to Vail Valley Live. Ty Diaz here, and it's your Sunday Fun Day, your Easter Sunday. Where are you watching us right now? Are you watching us from the gondola coming down up Vail of Beaver Creek Mountain, following your sunrise service? Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in with us. And the like and subscribe button. And you can chat with us every morning, letting us know where you are, and maybe send us some photos that we could possibly use and on the show live as it's happening right now. At the bottom of the screen, the crawl of what's groomed on Vail Mountain. And I was checking on some emails letting us know about some closures coming up, or last days to take advantage of Vail and Beaver Creek. We'll be discussing it with Don here shortly. But first, let's take a look at the weather, brought to you by the Vail Summit Orthopedics. Dom described it for us this morning already. Blue skies out there, really bright. He's rocking some sunglasses. Warmer, we're looking for that too, especially for the start of this morning. Picking up the temperatures of the lower 20s already, even the mid 20s for Edwards for the start of the morning, and that's before the sun came up. It was like 26, at 6:30, according to my Google Mini, where I was getting my temperatures for the morning. But as we look at our high temperatures for the day, we're pulling into some significant numbers, and we're looking at the mid to upper 40s, 50s in fields, depending on where you are, and even around the state. They're calling for mostly cloudy skies with a 30% chance for some showers. But we're looking for how that could become produced. We've really had an amazing season snow-wise, and so whatever partly cloudy skies and these temperatures could bring snow, but we're still excited for it. Though I'm reading from some people, maybe are you in this boat yet, Anthony? All right, winter, enough already. Are you in that one? Yes. You just gave me the NASCAR thumbs up. Okay. Yeah, some people are feeling it already, but to take advantage of winter, if you're not in that season so much all day, me and Don were talking about this, and it's people are taking into other activities in the day, getting that bike ride in, maybe in the morning, or that jog, and then going for that ski or snowboard run later on in the day when it's warmer, sunnier, that Après window. It's a mixed bag on how to pursue your day. And that maybe not today for you, maybe tomorrow. Looking at tomorrow, keeping sunshine around, climbing into just about the 60s at Vail. Overnight low temperatures, the lower 20s right there. Tuesday as well, still climbing. Then you have your Wednesday right there. You guys are just doing the fist pumping right there. You're ready for it. And you're probably ready to break out your jean shorts and rock them with Dom out there on the slopes. We can make a day of it, put on some crazy costumes too. A tank top, maybe we should rock that. Show those tattoos that maybe corporate doesn't allow you to display while working, but on the slopes, on your own time, you can do so. What about the snow, Ty? Where is that coming in? It's right here in the 10-day forecast. 6 inches possible on those dates. We're looking at the closing week of Beaver Creek that we're stepping into, and we're looking at somewhere around, the 15th, Saturday. They're calling for 3 inches possible, both mountains. But it's been a strange season weather-wise, and amazing snow. We've hit the over 300 mark, picking up some rapid thaw, holding some great conditions yet still. But we've also picked up some snow that was not forecasted and randomly throughout the season, and that potentially is still how our season is going to go. But staying on time as far as the closing dates are concerned for Vail. And so that weather, again, is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedic, and we thank you very much for that. Are we going to go to Dom first, or what do you want to do? Yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to go out to Dom right there and find out how the shorts wearing is doing, running through Vail Village. Look at that. That mountain looks so good. Look at that. I'm not seeing brown patches or nothing, man. Blue sky. The clouds are starting to pull in. So looking over your shoulder back there, the gondola's moving, getting people down the mountain from the sunrise service. Temperature-wise, you got the reflection going on in those glasses, that Steve's right there, but do you need that jacket right now? Is it warming up? You're in the sun compared to last week this time.
Yeah, I think give it another 10, 20 minutes, I wouldn't need this jacket. And it shows with the groomers right now. So I'm actually standing right now. I'm standing on something that's been groomed.
Fantastic corduroy.
I can't. Yeah, some corduroy, yep. It is frozen right now, so I'm stepping on it. I'm not making any marks in it. So I'm actually staying on top of it, which means when you're going down these groomer runs this morning, if you get out here early, they're a little bit icy, but really good for cutting in with those edges. You'll make that crispy noise, when your edge of your board or the edge of your skis are hitting those groomers at the right angle. So yeah, the snow right now, it's great. You're going to be flying out there if you just waxed your skis or your board. So take it safe. But yeah, great conditions right now, Ty. I mean, look around me. I mean, tough to beat right now.
It's springtime, dude. Like you said, we have 1 foot in winter, 1 foot in summer. It's called spring. And today, again, Megan's email was sharing with us that today is the last day to get out towards Blue Sky Basin. But I'm checking out Trisha Swinson's email, letting us know about Beaver Creek and of its footprint through the 16th. The following lifts and their associated terrain will still be accessible for us over at Beaver Creek Mountain. Hay Meadow, the Gondola Rose Bowl Express, Red Buffalo Express, Centennial Express, Cinch Express, Birds of Prey, some of those areas of the mountain. As far as getting into restaurants on Beaver Creek Mountain after today, what's remaining for us will be Spruce Saddle, Talons, the Ice Cream Parlor, and the Ranch will be opening will still be open for dining. But today's the last day to enjoy Bashor Gulch area of the mountain at Beaver Creek, which I believe includes Mamie's Mountain Grill, and then over towards Arrowhead, Broken Arrow, checking in with the crew over there. And it's usually a party on a Sunday fun day, just on deck, enjoying the Bloody Marys and mimosas. It is Sunday, And but when you're at the mountain, like where you are, posted on the gondolas and the chairlifts at the base, usually a digital board or a message board letting you know about the changes and the scaling back and the dates to anticipate, as well as the lift times. I think everybody know what's still available and what's closed, so it's always good to take a look at that. Now, have you taken in any shows, Dom, as far as around the valley? I mean, we had a big, gigantic showcase happening at the Gerald Ford Amphitheater, as well as Anderson .Paak as DJ Pee Wee. Taking in any of those shows these past few days?
Ty, I was really pumped for those shows, and they looked awesome. I actually wasn't able to make it out there. Tickets were a little expensive. I had found, and this is no knock on Gerald R. Ford Theater, but you can go to the same shows at Red Rocks for a little bit less expensive. So I was like, I'll just save it for Red Rocks. But obviously, this was more of like an après, like everybody comes up, the snow, the vibe. So you are paying for that. But yeah, it looked like a great turnout. I had a lot of friends that went, had a really good time. Started earlier when the sun was still out, which makes a lot of a difference when the show is outdoors. But I've been talking to Trish as well, Ty, about going to the Valar studio. I still have yet to make it over there. I know there's shows going on, maybe even one tonight. But I'm bad about the entertainment industry. I don't get out to the shows like I need to.
Well, you're a busy man, Dom, but you can still change your plans, especially around the 14th of this month. At the Valar, you can catch a show, The Wood Brothers, with opener Chris Jacobs over there. And celebrating 25 years of the Valar, you have to see this. You still have time, Dom, even this summer if you don't make it to this show. 7 o'clock on the 14th of April, $55, dubbed the Masters of Soulful Folk. And these guys are going to be taken to the stage for you. They've had a 15-year musical career, and they've been joined by legends and been raving reviews on them. And so if you already are familiar with the Wood Brothers and Chris Jacobs, a showcase of their performance happening 7 p.m. on April the 14th, $15. You can get your tickets at valarpac.org. And looking ahead, at the Gerald Ford Amphitheater, I'm a big fan of Motet. I caught them a few years ago at the Gerald Ford Amphitheater, and man, every time they come to town, I try to get my work schedule changed around so I can check out the funk brought by Motet. And they're making their way to the Gerald Ford Amphitheater this summer, and these guys, they're great as well. And so don't miss out on opportunities to go to the Gerald Ford Amphitheater to catch shows. And this past weekend, Friday, Saturday at the Gerald Ford Amphitheater was the first of its kind to have an Après Vail, a Spring Back to Vail type showcase outdoor live performance there so early in the season before summer. And I think the Vail Daily was covering an article of those guys kind of shoveling out the decks and the seating so that people could enjoy the Valar without that level of snow. So I'm sure it was something to see, and I got to find some social media posts about that because that was definitely an amazing article. Speaking of ticket prices, did you get the Epic Pass this year? Because I did. And they're on sale now for those who need to get theirs for next season. And you can get your 2023-24 passes. They are on sale, but we're in the last chance window for the 10 buddy tickets that comes with the pass by the 16th of April. So log on to the Epic Pass website and get your next season winter pass, unlimited, unrestricted, or whichever for the kids or student or seniors, the passes that are available, the local pass. Take advantage of the savings right now while you're doing that. All right, time to make some moves, Tom. We're going to come back and check in with you. But before we go, we're gonna kind of share how to make shrimp skewers. Right now, Trisha Swenson is in the kitchen with Allie Stevens. Let's learn some shrimp skewer we're making right now.
It's summertime, and that means entertaining is in full swing, whether you're doing so at home or you need to bring an app someplace. Allie Stevens from Season to Taste is going to give us an idea on a quick appetizer that really impresses. I love the look of this.
Yes, it's gorgeous. It's so nice. So it's very simple, as you said. Fresh shrimp, some Spanish or Mexican chorizo, skewer it, cook it up after it's marinated, and it creates a beautiful dish that people will love.
Okay, perfect.
So,
well, let's get started with the marinade. And a lot of times you'll have these ingredients already in your house.
yes, absolutely. And if you don't, you can improvise. These are just a nice flavor you'll see when you taste it. So a quarter cup of olive oil would be good for about 30 to 40 shrimp.
All right.
And then dry sherry is delicious. So about a tablespoon of that, Trisha.
Okay.
And you can find that at a local liquor store.
Okay, just a little dry sherry.
And then a red wine vinegar, also about a tablespoon of that.
Okay.
And then dried oregano. If you do have fresh oregano, maybe save it for when you're done cooking it. Otherwise, it'll wilt and turn brown in the cooking process. Okay. So just about a teaspoon or so of the oregano.
So that's when it's good to use dry herbs versus...
Yeah, so if you're using them to cook. And then blanched or roasted garlic. So we just chop that up and toss that in there.
Okay, perfect. Oh, the smells delicious too. And then how long will you marinate?
So we'll marinate this about 30 minutes. And again, so the salt, the different vinegars in there will start to cure it as if you're making ceviche. So don't let it go too long.
Okay,
So,
all right.
All right, so we just marinate our shrimp.
Okay, perfect. And then your chorizo. So you mentioned Spanish or Mexican. That's got the little spicy kick to it.
Spanish or Mexican, it just depends on the seasonings that you like and what you can find around here. This is a Mexican chorizo, fully cooked, but it's nice when you brown it up afterwards. So then we'll just skewer them up after marinated.
And this is something you could have the kids help you do as well.
Oh, yes, they will love skewering. So just put your shrimp on first, and then it conveniently hugs your chorizo.
Yes.
All right, and then you're ready to saute it.
And then what temperature for the saute?
So about a medium high for 2 to 3 minutes aside. You're really just trying to cook the shrimp through and get a nice char on the chorizo.
Okay. Well, I love this, Allie. It's quick, it's easy, it's impressive. So you can either make it for a party at home or bring it over to a friend's house. If we want to find out more great ideas that you have, what's your website?
It is seasontotasteco.com.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery stands for providing the highest quality care to our unique patient population here in the mountains.
I think that what makes us unique is that we really are practicing groundbreaking techniques, yet, we practice it in a small town environment. Our patients are our neighbors and our kids go to school with their kids.
I think every one of our docs treat their patients like their family. Our goal is to keep you active, doing the things you want to do, and we'll map out a road to success to get you there.
You're watching Vail Valley Live, and you're probably watching us on Facebook or on YouTube or on Outside Television Xfinity 17 locally. On the big screen TV, our voices are echoing throughout your condo or your home while you're getting ready for guests coming over for Easter. You probably hid some eggs around the house, and I hope you guys find them all too. Yeah. Have you ever had like Easter eggs hidden in a home, and the year goes by and it's like, we didn't find all of the eggs, and now is that important? All right, speaking of important, the weather to you, getting you outside on the slopes, brought to you by the Grand Hyatt Vail, 1300 West Haven Drive at Vail. And if you don't know Vail as well by its property, like this location, but you know the Vail Mountain by its chairlifts, number 20, that's where we are located. That's the Cascade Chairlift, and it's open for you today. Still access to that and the approach of the mountain. And when we leave here in the mornings, I see people kind of doing their own little valet, getting dropped off at Chair 20, so whoever's in charge to drop people off at lifts and then drive away, that happens here too. So yeah, get a plan together to get out on the mountain, enjoy the weather. Again, brought to you by the Grand Hyatt at Vail. It's going to be a sunny one with some clouds. It's been a warmer start of the morning. Sunrise this morning at 6:38, sunset 7:35, but warmer, not that single digit or below figures. It was already 26 by 6:30. Over in Edwards today, 21 for the start of the morning at Vail, Beaver Creek, or Avon area. And as we climb into the day, we're looking at the mid to upper 40s, lower 50s. What about tomorrow? Oh yeah, temperatures are still going to make their way up there. 1 foot in the spring, 1 foot. Actually, it's in the spring completely. 1 foot in the winter, 1 foot in the summer. That's how Dom said it. High temperatures tomorrow, pulling almost to 60s off, depending on where you're going to be. Overnight low temperatures holding the same. No new snow to report these last few days, but some people are still finding powder on the mountain if you know where to go, if you know how to ride and how to get there. But it's a best kept secret. So, I mean, we can't share where people are going. But my roommate said on top of the mountain at Beaver Creek. That's the way he worded it. The snow is really fantastic. The powder up top, he says. Ty. All right, cool. Tuesday, look at that. Almost pulling the mid 60s temperature wise, still holding the sun. But snow is in the forecast and the 10-day forecast for these areas. But we're in the last stretch of Beaver Creek for this season. I believe the 16th next week. Sunday, I think, is the last day at Beaver Creek, and then Monday is usually Employee Day. Then 1 more week following would be Vail, and usually just a nice Sunday as far as being out there and capturing the last day on the slopes. And you got, like Dom's going to do, and he's going to mix it up for us. He's talking about skiing in jeans, but shorts for the very first time. Checking in with Dom right now. Now, these shorts as jeans, now, I mean, are they like legitimately like shorts as jean shorts, or scissors on there? They're gonna have those frays of threading, kind of, you know, or Daisy Dukes. I don't know what you got.
Hey, great question. That's a great question because there are a lot of types of jorts out there. But I like to consider mine performance jorts. That's what the company that I bought them from are consider them, and they're ripped in out of Asp actually. I believe they actually have another store in El Bell area as well. But very cool company, very local, and meant for bike riders and skinners or skiers. So they're a little tight, but they're stretchy. You know, I can get a good squat down in them. Put on a show out here. You know, quads are out, or what is it? Sun's out. No, not sun's out, guns out.
Thighs out, skies out, something like that.
Skies out, thighs out.
Yeah,
that's the one. That's
Anthony, he knows that one. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So when are you going to wear the shorts? And are you making plans with others to kind of Jerry of the Day it kind of a thing, but with a sponsored look?
Yeah, you know,
when
I'm the wrong person to be asking this. Like, I don't have.
What day are you gonna do it?
Which day am I gonna?
Yeah.
Oh, closing day, of course, in 2 weeks from now.
Right.
I will definitely be in my most ridiculous outfit of all time. So.
All right, very good. Sounds like fun, and that's the time of the year, the season that we're in right now, to kind of break out in the costumes and change up our gears and our layers, and to show our fitness after a full season of riding. My calves normally look really good, my legs from being out on the slopes, you know, that sort of thing. But this season hasn't been much of a big riding season. I've been more working and desk jobbing it. So instead of having like 6-pack at the end of my season, I'm built like a TV dinner, I would say. But Vail closing day is the 23rd of April, and so if you need to mark that, we're looking at a 2-week window that we're still in. 1 week remaining over at Beaver Creek, but there's still other things to get into as far as like education and learn about things. And upcoming is a Vail Symposium. This is happening on the 13th of April, 6 until 7:30. Exploring our oceans with the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, and what they're discussing after 30 years of research, earth and environmental sciences at the Columbia University. Dr. Peter DeMonical became the 11th president of the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, where he leads the cutting-edge research and innovation. If you want to catch this symposium, it's happening on the 13th of April. And where's the location? Do you know where this is happening, or is that online?
The church, Vail.
At the Vail Church?
Vail Interfaith Chapel.
And it's happening at the Vail Interfaith Chapel. Oh, man, if I look up here. And it looks like there's a Zoom webinar that's going on with this as well. So mark your calendars for this event. What do you want to do right now? What are we getting into right now, Anthony? We're going to go back out to Dom right now? All right, Dom. So people are making their way around the slopes. Lifts open over there at 8:30. It's nice and sunny out. What kind of movement are we seeing, and are you hitting the slopes today? Anthony and I are making possible plans to go and take after Beaver Creek, the Bachelor Gulch and Arrowhead area because this is the last day of it. What's your plan or approach, or what do you suggest the viewers approach for the day as looking at the point of our season?
Yeah. No. I think the go-to over here at Vail, like you mentioned earlier, is Blue Sky Basin. Bring out some hot dogs or some brats. Go grill out there. It's your last time to really party out there. It's a bluebird day. Like these are the days that you go out to Blue Sky Basin, grill out with your friends, and especially since it's the last day that you're able to do it, I think that's the play. And then if you're over at Beaver, which is what you're probably doing, heading over to Bachelor Gulch and getting that last party scene in of the year before they shut down. So yeah, it sounds like to me the party spots on the mountain are shutting down right now until closing day when the whole mountain is a party.
You know, speaking of parties, early in the show when we opened, you mentioned an Easter egg hunt. And I have a listing here of some Easter egg hunts that are going on today. There's an Easter brunch and egg hunt happening in Gypsum at the Creekside Grill from 9 until 3 o'clock. Looks like it's $15 to $24. Children 6 and under are free, and the Easter egg hunt begins at 11 o'clock. All ages are welcome. And there's going to be a small petting zoo going on over there. Also, there's an Easter Sunday service and Easter egg hunt in Avon at the Eagle River Presbyterian Church. This is from 9:30 until noon. And so if you're looking for fun with that, and then there's an Easter brunch that's happening on this property. That's from 11:30 until 4 p.m. And so it's $12 to $110 there. Bottomless mimosas available. Kids under 12 can enjoy the property as well. And let's see here. And that's happening at the guest center.
Ty,
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah.
Bottomless mimosas for kids under 12. Is that what you're saying?
No. I got distracted while I was reading this because Anthony was kind of cheering on the bottomless mimosas. But the kids 12 and under pay, as far as the payment is, to enjoy what's going on here. You pay whatever your age is. So if you're 12, then it's $12 is how I'm interpreting this. If you're 5, it's $5.
Oh, that's bottomless orange juice.
Yeah. No, I guess it would sound like I was saying that kids could have bottomless mimosas. But no, that's not. Thanks for the distraction there, Anthony. Yeah, so a lot of activities happening around for your Easter Sunday and your Sunday Fun Day, getting on the mountain, and we'll be sharing more with you. But first, we're going to go over to Eddie's Grind and check in with some Easter activities with Tess Johnson.
Hi, I'm Tess Johnson. I was born and raised in Vail, Colorado, and we're here at Yeti's Grind in Vail. I'm a U.S. ski team member, World Cup skier on the FIS Freestyle Tour. I'm drinking a chocolate mint latte. Growing up in Vail was a really special experience. I think I am who I am because of this valley and the people in it, and I definitely wouldn't be where I am in the ski industry if I wasn't on skis at 2 years old in Beaver Creek. So I credit Vail and this entire community for where I am today.
Tess Johnson, and we are ready at the top.
Every step of the way in my ski career and just in my life, I felt the Vail community right next to me. When I made the Olympics in 2018, it was kind of a surprise. I was the underdog. My family definitely didn't buy plane tickets ahead of time. And when I made it, we had about 10 days for my family to figure out how to get there. And the entire community created a GoFundMe to raise money for my family to come all the way to South Korea and watch me compete. I really wouldn't be where I am, but also who I am without this community. I think when I say I'm from Vail, I just feel so much pride. So I started mogul skiing when I was 9 years old. My neighbors down the street were a part of the bump program here in Vail, and we skied highline on chair 9 10 times. It was 10 on 10, and I remember thinking it was just the most awesome thing of all time. I told my mom, I was like, I think bumps is kind of my calling, and she signed me up for bumps and jumps, and I never looked back. I think that first day on chair 10 really started my passion for the sport, and I love going back there over Christmas and whenever I can to kind of reignite that passion and just remember why I do this sport. I think 2 accomplishments in my career stand out to me the most. The first one would be becoming an Olympian in 2018. That was always one of my biggest dreams in this sport, and to do it at 17 years old with my whole family there in Korea was just magical. And the second one would be my team's World Cup sweep in Deer Valley, Utah in 2021. My teammate Kai Owens and Hannah Soar and I swept the podium for the first time in history, and that was just unreal to do on home soil in front of our family and friends. To all be holding the American flag together on that podium was really so special. Words can't really describe how I felt in that moment. The advice I would give my younger self would be to remember why I ski, and I think that has helped me a ton in the tougher moments in my career. My passion for mogul skiing was born with friends on Vail Mountain, and I think all of that helps me get through some of the tougher times in which I get a little bit too wrapped up in the outcome and the results. And I think if I can remember why I do it a little bit more often, I'll be just fine. Once again, I'm Tess Johnson. This has been the Yeti's Grind Coffee Chat.
You know, I'm growing, just like you are, becoming a huge fan of watching the time lapse. Just wondering the difference that a day could make and what happens throughout a day. Sometimes we're just trapped indoors and not realize what's happening in our sky conditions and our weather outside, and we can walk past or step outside and realize that it's a whole other day other than how it started, maybe for you or for me. Noticing at the bottom of the screen here is a crawl of what's available on Vail Mountain. Are you going to get after it? We're in the last 2-week stretch of Vail for the season, the 1-week stretch for Beaver Creek for the season. Are you coming up with a plan yet? The Beaver Creek, was that Beaver Creek crawl?
Yes, Beaver Creek.
Oh, you changed everything. All right, that's what's groomed on Beaver Creek today if you're heading out there. And still having access to Bachelor, Gulch, and Arrowhead today, the last day to do so. I'll see you out there if you're planning to get out there, making a plan. I'm going to maybe get some breakfast first and then hit the slopes. We're going to go out to Dom and see what kind of plan are you making, Dom, for the day? Because sometimes you have your own plans, and your friends are saying, "Bro, we gotta do this. You can't go to that. You have to meet us here for this and get after the slopes." I mean, you know, look at the crowd behind you. People are making plans to get after it early. What's your plan?
Yeah.
What do you think the plan should be?
Yeah. You know, I'm already catching some slack from friends, telling them, "Hey, my knees are a little sore. Don't know if I'm gonna make it out today." And they're all telling me that I'm a wimp and I need to suck it up because we only have 2 weeks left. So, yeah, the line actually, you know, a little bit bigger than what we're typically seeing these last couple of weeks on a Sunday, but it's pretty obvious why. You know, last day on blue sky and it's a blue sky day. So, not surprised to see the line a little bit longer this Sunday compared to others. But for me, Ty, you know, I think I got some work to do, like you had mentioned, you know, the desk job, all the admin work. You know, some of us have a lot of stuff to get done, and, you know, we're not able to make it out on the mountain every single day. So
I agree with you. The mountain looks fantastic behind you there, Dom. And we have had other seasons, warmer temperatures by this point in the season. Maybe some brown patches seeing the ground poking through what could have been snow those seasons, but not this season. Things holding quite strongly at the base on those runs. Lindsay's face over there and Pepe's face, those runs right there. And Beaver Creek's looking pretty solid and strong as well. It's been an amazing winter for it. And we thank you very much, Dom, for your reporting over at Vail today. And we thank you all for watching Vail Valley Live this morning. Last chance to take advantage of some of the terrain on both Vail and Beaver Creek Mountain. Have a plan, get out there, be safe out there. And thank you for watching Vail Valley Live today. We'll see you here tomorrow morning, 7:30. But until then, enjoy today.